summer. Bring back the summer.
Hey Panthers! I'm Robert Bonilla
and George Cisneros
with your Panther News.
Here is Jace Aguilera with your Panthers Poets.
Good day, Panthers. I'm your 2016 sportscaster, Jace Love Aguilera, here with your sports news. Last week, on Thursday, the JV and freshman team played the El Paso High Tigers, with the JV losing and the freshmen winning. Also on Saturday, the varsity football team played the El Paso High Tigers the Battle of the Claw and ended up losing.
They need communication, more communication. On the plays, they're not communicating well to each other.
It was bad because we lost, but I think after halftime we started coming back, but we just need to be more consistent in how we play.
Hey Panthers, this is Samantha Guadalajara with your Panther Sports.
Who said football was an only male sport? Well, did you know Austin High School is represented by a female JV football player? She goes by the name Ashley Arroyos. Here's her story.
It was pretty cool because since I'm the only girl, the guys kind of they still go as hard as the other guys, but they kind of have a bit more. It's a bit more fun.
I don't see her as a girl. I just see her as an athlete. She's willing to do it. She wants to do it. She wants to train. If she enjoys the sport, then I don't really see it as a gender issue. It's just another athlete that wants to play the game. Be treated like all the other ones.
Honestly, it isn't really that bad. Not that it's bad, is that it's something different. I've never had a girl on my team. I heard that she used to play at Henderson, so I'm pretty sure it just feels the same.
My brother was the reason why I wanted to play football because he told me that girls couldn't play football. So I did. People's reactions to me playing football was everyone was shocked because they didn't think that a girl, especially of my physical appearance, could play football because they said that I was gonna drop out after the first game and proving them wrong.
I believe yes, because girls are capable of doing anything they want to be. I'm not much of a feminist, so I believe girls can do it all.
Yeah, the guys on the team, they feel more like a family. It's like the football team's just one big family, so like my brothers. First time I started playing was pretty exciting because I was new to the sport and it just gave me an adrenaline rush that I liked.
And we really never had to, do anything special or different for her. We just let her do the things that she wanted to do and play to the best of her abilities, and we just gave her the training that she needed, just like any other athlete.
I think she does. I'm not calling her one of the guys, but she's a team member. Everybody's family. We call each other family because that's who we are. We don't separate anybody from the team.
I plan on finishing my football seasons as next year as a varsity, so that'd be my 5th year, and after that, possibly, I would like to go to a college to play football, even if it's a kicker or something like that, but see how far I can go.
I think so, because it allows other girls to do whatever they want to do. I don't think it's, there's no stereotype that, girls shouldn't play football. She allows them, if they're an athlete, they should be able to play and find out for themselves if it's something they want to pursue or choose another direction. But I know Ashley not only does football, but she does like soccer, basketball, track, and she's multi-sport, multi-athletic. So, if she's willing to do it and wants to do it, then I think it should inspire other girls to try not only just one sport, but many sports.
Everybody takes her as the way she is. She can take a hit. She joined the team, she can take a hit.
Don't forget to support our swim team on October 14th. It is their first swim meet. Make a splash, Panthers. Don't forget that your wrestling team is still working hard. Matches begin on November the 9th. If you're interested, please talk to Coach Dahl. Here's some clips of your Panthers working hard.
You know what? Our first match is the 11th and 12th of November at America's. And I know when we arrive at that tournament that we'll be ready to wrestle. We go through a regimen of drills during the day, and then we go through conditioning in the end. And the conditioning is pretty rigorous. I think it's not made for everyone. When we get done with practice, in other words, we get done with all our drills and practicing a new takedown or a new down move, at the end of the day, the last 15 minutes is nothing but condition. That's running, that's push-ups, that's sit-ups, that's doing everything you need to do to get ready to be in condition for the match. As you know, wrestling's a full body contact sport, so every part's got to be ready, not just your legs, not just your arms, but everything.
That's all from me, Panthers. I'm your host with the most, signing off. Peace out, Cub Scout.
Do you like guns and actions? Here's Jasmine Lerma with more information.
Focus this week with Skills USA. We interviewed Mr. Vega and two of the students, and here's what they had to say about it.
Regularly, and we train Tuesdays and Thursdays after school from 4 to 5. Normally we have anywhere between 10 and 15 students show up to practice and train on their skill set. So on an average, about 10 or 15. It's not restricted to the academy students only, or the new tech kids. The Skills USA is pretty much open for the entire school population. They don't have to be part of the academy to join Skills. Yes, we actually train the first semester, and we actually compete at the district level. There we have usually around, I would say about 14 other high schools, that are practicing the same thing, and we'll compete against the other high schools. There's 4 other areas. It's the building search, like I mentioned, and then we also train in felony traffic stops, crime scene investigations, where you process and actually reconstruct a crime scene. And then we also have the criminal justice competition. We like to refer to it as the 4-in-1. That's where our one competitor will compete in all 4 areas. They do building search, traffic stop, the crime scene, and then they also take a written test. So the criminal justice, that's you pretty much have to be well-rounded in all areas. And then also Chief Savage, he has his students compete in the fire tech and first aid CPR. So that's another area that we compete in skills.
For example, building search, you obviously learn how to clear rooms, you learn what to do if there's a suspect in there, and if you're doing traffic stop, well, you learn how to not risk your life once you're arresting the person in the car.
But as time permits, we try to do a little bit of training with the classrooms, but only as time permits. But during skills, that's when we pretty much do all hands-on. We go hands-on, teach you how to handcuff, how to approach a subject, how to properly position someone when you're going to approach him. Building search, how to, position yourself, on how you're going to clear a room, or walk down the hallway with your team. Building search comprises of four competitors, four students. Felony traffic stop, we have 2 students that compete in that. For the crime scene team, there's 3 students. And then for the criminal justice all around, it's just going to be one student competing.
Well, I think it's a little bit of both, because you get experience in what you want to do, and you learn a lot of things that, well, obviously we don't get to do in class because we have to learn more like the basics. So when you come to skills, you get to do hands-on, you get to practice, like, for example, handcuffing, clearing rooms, doing all that kind of stuff. And you see what you're interested in, and if you don't like it, you get the chance of deciding whether it's what you want to do or what you don't want to do once you get to experience it and see if you like it or not.
Last year we just had enough to compete in in certain areas because we didn't have enough students. But if there were the case that we have like a overflow, I guess, more than we need, and we still all train. At that point, then we have to make a decision as to who's going to be competing. My underclassmen, which were all freshmen and sophomores, they ended up getting first place. You know, understand? So, and they're the ones who went to state to compete in Corpus Christi. So it's just a matter of, we don't go by seniority or, you know, class levels. It's just who picks up the concept.
Yes, I went to regionals here and we got first place. Then we made it to state and placed 4th. Honestly, I recommend this because you get a lot of discipline out of this. You learn how to be responsible, how to be on time. Well, you learn the attitude you have to have as an officer.
Well, I make myself available before school or after school. So if they're really interested, you know, I have my doors open if they want to come and practice. You know, they come. Some of them do come in the mornings before school, and Tuesdays and Thursdays is usually the normal days. But if they can make it on a Wednesday or Monday or Friday, you know, I make myself available. So as long as they have enough people to practice with, then, you know, they could come any day pretty much.
All right, Panthers, that's it for this week. Stay tuned next week for more.
Do you want to get in shape? Well, here is Nathan and Jose with health and fitness.
What's up, Panthers? It's Nathan. Today we have another workout. We'll be demonstrating the jump squat. Stand with feet shoulder width apart and squat down as much as you can. Jump as high as you can, land with soft knees, and begin the next rep. Perform 10 reps. Each time you repeat the circuit, perform 1 less rep. So the next round you'll do 9 reps, then 8, and so on. This focuses on building functional strength, flexibility, and endurance. Thank you, Panthers. That's all we have for you today. Tune in next week for another workout.
Welcome back, Panthers. I'm Jose with Health and Fitness. Today I'm going to show you how to make mixed berries smoothie. This is what you need: bananas, mixed berry, coconut yogurt, honey, strawberries, vanilla soy milk, and a blender. Cut whole banana, 3 strawberries, 1 cup of mixed berries, half a cup of coconut yogurt, 1 cup of vanilla soy milk, 1 teaspoon of honey, and blend it for 30 to 45 seconds. We asked some fellow students what they thought about the drink.
I can taste banana and strawberries. I don't know what else. Smoothies have milk in them sometimes, so probably milk.
What I think about the drink, it's very fruity. You know, it tastes healthy.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's pretty basic, so I think you can.
Oh, definitely. I mean, if you have like a shake bottle or something, yeah, definitely.
As the season changes, so do flavors.
Guys, as you know, fall season is here, and guess what is here as well? The pumpkin spice latte. That's right. Here's what the community had to say.
It tastes good.
Oh, that's good.
Do you know what it is?
It's pumpkin spice latte. I just taste the coffee though. Like pumpkin, like something tastes. Yeah.
Maybe like vanilla or like pumpkin or something.
It tastes like a drink that I get probably 3 or 4 times a week, but a lot more milk and a lot less espresso than I like it.
Really? Oh my god, I've never actually been to Starbucks before. My sister goes there all the time, but I've never been, so this is good.
Because we can't get it any other time of the year. I am one of those people that will stock up, and I will buy a lot more than I need in terms of my K-Cups and my syrup and everything else to make sure that I still get my pumpkin spice the rest of the year.
Because a lot of people don't like the taste of coffee, and it doesn't taste like coffee. Like, it still has a little bit of the aftertaste, but I would purposely drink this. I would not purposely drink like regular coffee, you know?
It tastes like a normal coffee with a twist. It just, I don't know why it's something to go crazy over. I guess people are just like being trendy. Yeah.
Pumpkin spice flavor and the specific spices in the recipe is what everybody associates with fall and family and delicious meals and holidays. And so it's just there's so many positive associations, and I think that's why so many of us love it so much.
Because it doesn't taste like coffee, but it still gives you the caffeine kick without like having to drink soda or something.
During autumn and winter, that's when I usually get it. I usually get a Trenta no foam faisha, half calf no foam pumpkin spice latte with no foam at 210 degrees.
Which I'm addicted to. I am one of those pumpkin spice crazy people.
Did you know that this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month? Here's Eric Alvarado with more information.
Hey there, Panthers. My name's Eric Alvarado, and I'm here to inform you about Cancer Awareness Month, which is all of October, so wear pink. And here are a few great stories that I would like to share with you.
Hi, my name is Guadalupe Montelongo, and I am the Senior Attendance Clerk here at Austin High School. How do I feel towards cancer? I feel that it is a very awful disease, not only breast cancer but all types of cancer, and I just hope, you know, that very soon we can find some sort of cure for any type of cancer.
My name's Terry Pollock. I'm the college readiness teacher here at Austin High School. Well, sadly, I've had to deal a lot with cancer. My mom was stricken with lung cancer, and it claimed her life. And the generation that preceded her, her father and her 3 aunts and uncles were all stricken with different forms of cancer.
Annabelle Arlene Oliva, like cancer, like it sucks, and I think that a lot of people get it because they don't know like how serious it is, and like more people need to be aware of it.
I found out because I felt a lump on my breast, and I went to make a doctor's appointment, and then after that was, of course, I had various examinations like mammogram, sonogram, and I opted to do a lumpectomy, which means is removing the lump, and that's when they found out that they were malignant.
Gosh, I guess initially it was a bit of shock and disbelief, and then when my mother told us that she had 6 months to live, I sort of just hunkered down and kind of made it my mission to try to help her as much as possible. So I took over the cooking duties and things like that, and tried to make her her last months as comfortable as possible. And then after she died, it was this weird kind of grieving process. You know, there was some anger, and then, you know, those stages of grief where, you know, there's denial, and then ultimately a lot of crying and a weird combination of emotions, and then, you know, ultimately you just have to accept it and keep functioning, right? So
yeah, I have a big family history of cancer. Like my grandpa, he has like 6 brothers and sisters, and half of them have died of cancer. And it runs, like my grandpa's had like 5 different types of cancer. My grandma had breast cancer, and like we even had to get like the testing and all that to see if it was genetics.
Just that early detection does save lives. You're the only one who knows your body better than anybody else. So if you feel something is not right, then listen to your body. You know, listen to it and take care of it, and go to a doctor and get checked, and ask questions, educate yourself. You know, that's the best way to go through whatever you're going through. So that's my advice.
I think that, well, now there's more cases, especially in Texas, where younger people are getting cancer, and I think they need to know basically like there's so many places you can go to get like tests done and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't know you could get, like, girls that have a simple STD can end up getting cervical cancer and stuff. And that's why there's so many young people, because they don't want to say anything or they don't know where to go. And there's a lot of places. So I would just say, like, basically that you need to become more aware, and it can happen, like, to you. Like, it doesn't matter how old you are or anything.
You know, I'm certainly no expert. I would encourage them to, you know, just be open with their emotions. Ask for help. If you feel like crying, cry. If you need hugs, ask for hugs. You know, let your support system come in. And, you know, if you can, I know I can't imagine, I haven't experienced it personally. You know, I haven't been stricken myself, but I know that my mother, her faith sustained her. She had a very positive attitude. She even was able to kind of give us some comfort when we were falling apart and she was hanging tough. So if you know, exercise your faith, your family, your friends, call on those things. If you can stay as positive as possible and fight as hard as you can, you know, I would encourage people to do that. Although, you know, it's tough. You know, but that would be my advice. You know, get help, be open. You know, experience all the emotions you can. Be as cathartic as you can, and try to make the most of every day. Sure, my pleasure. Thank you.
It's right here, Bobo.
Nah, it's okay.
Thank you for your very touching story. And remember, Panthers, cancer awareness does help out other people in many different ways. So, the power of pink.
Do you know what PBIS is? Well, now you can find out.
Hey, what's up, Panthers? I'm Hector Lopez, and I'm here to talk to you about a new program called PBIS. Here are some teachers and students on what they had to say about it.
PBIS is a behavioral intervention program, and it's designated to help students not only have pride in themselves, but have pride in the school. And we're following the blueprint of other schools so far, in that we're trying to come up with catchphrases or slogans in order to continue restating what's important, what values are important to us.
It's a program which helps students get to class on time, do their work, you know, spirit. It's probably to boost us up as individuals.
I think it's about time that we did this. I know that other schools have started PBIS, and I'm all for it. I'm all for supporting our students, and I'm just pleased with the fact that our own students are actually carrying on this program here. And again, it all has to do with the way our environment is. We want to be able to better Austin, and what better way to do that than with this program, right?
It helps faculty and staff, but it's I think it's mostly important for students because it's helping us for our future.
Well, I feel like they push us to do our best, and maybe they saw us lacking maybe potential, and that's what they're striving for, us to do better in school.
We've looked at other outlines of flowcharts that other schools have created. For example, if a student had an infraction with a dress code, then there's a proper protocol for that. Then they are not following the rules, they're not being respectful, they're not being positive. And on the other hand, if they're doing the things that they're supposed to be doing, then there's positive reinforcement, and then there's a flowchart for that. And so it's just allowing everybody to, not just students, but teachers to know what to do in certain events or certain infractions or certain praises.
Faculty and staff is a great part of this because they are the ones mentoring us, the students. So yeah, they have a big role in this.
If everybody works together to make sure that these things are done consistently, then there shouldn't be a question, there shouldn't be a problem, and therefore everything is funneling for a change for the better instead of, you know, just leaving things alone and unattended.
Is that the test?
Yeah, I passed. Didn't you?
No, because you didn't pass me the answers.
What? Me?
Yes, you.
Well, you have to take responsibility next time.
I know.
Sorry. Hey, you're in my seat.
Oh, sorry, I'm taking tips.
I don't care. You're in my seat. You have to move.
Don't you have any manners?
No, does it look like I have manners?
Hey, be respectful.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You should stay here and finish your test.
Thank you.
Hey, you're late.
Yeah, so?
Sign in the toilet.
Okay. I don't have a pen or pencil.
I got it.
Thank you.
Next time, be sure to be ready.
Okay.
That's it from me, Panthers. Tune in next week for more news stories.
That's it for your Panther news. Thank you, and remember, it's always a great day to be a Panther.